afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Got another awesome Nubeo watch for you. And this was a watch I was supposed to release a few weeks ago. And unfortunately, shame on me, I messed the watch up. So this is totally my fault. And something I do want to talk about though, this is the Nerus, I think I'm saying that right, Nerus Compressor Automatic. Check this out. Woo! Watch gives me the chills, make me sneeze. All right, so what's cool about this watch, in my opinion, is the color combination. And usually when I reach out, you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you guys know all the amazing watches I share on this channel. Nubeo is an incredible brand, and I love what they do, making these space and ocean themed watches. And these are, I mean, this is like the epitome of fun when it comes to loud, obnoxious, very interesting, colorful watches. I mean, look no further, Nubeo's got what you need. It is just incredible. And so this one, generally when I request a watch, well, let me be honest here. When I request a watch, I try to pick something that I don't have like that color option. And now this is naturally, I have over 300 watches, right? So naturally this may not be everyone's first choice. You have to really like orange. And I do. Orange is a really fun dye of color. I love it. Kind of, I started getting involved in liking orange in a watch was when I discovered the Doxa brand. I don't have a Doxa, but I have some Doxa homages. And I just love orange. Now, this one here, I definitely was called to just because of the orange and green. It's unlike anything that I have. On the side note, if you don't have 300 watches and you have, maybe a few, this may not be your color option, right? This is definitely a very unique piece. If you are looking at something a little less flashy, they do make it in like a rose gold and black, more traditional. They do make it in a white and silver with some blue accents. Black on black, a really striking like turquoise blue. This color, of course, and then like kind of a turquoise blue and black. Very cool watches. This is kind of what happens when I said, let me be honest with you, that I choose a watch and say, all right, well that watch, may not be my #1 favorite watch, right? I mean, we're going to have watches that we like more than others. But then I get it and I'm like, wow, I'm blown away by this. And then I'm like, all right, well, now I got to look at getting in a different color. So again, this is kind of like the fun of watch collecting, because sometimes you get something and then you see it in person, you're like, wow, how the heck do they build this? So this is just an incredible piece. So the Nerus compressor is crafted to endure the elements. This is their sales pitch. I'm giving it to you now. Incorporating top-notch waterproofing technology and organic oceanic curves, named after the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute remotely operating underwater vehicle. Nerus has achieved a remarkable feat such as reaching the Challenger Deep and transforming it from, a guided robot to a free-swimming vehicle. So a little bit about the inspiration. I misspoke. I thought this was a space-themed one. This is actually part of their ocean-themed line. So obviously, if you didn't get that by my little sales spiel there. So very cool. You get that green, that bright orange. It's big, it's bold, it's beautiful. You have that nice curve, and I believe on this one, sapphire crystal. Does have a sapphire lens, anti-reflective coating, 30mm silicone strap, 30 ATMs of water resistance, 50mm case diameter, and a Japanese automatic. I believe from looking at this one here, I like that they didn't put anything on the back. You can actually see the movement. Sometimes with other watches, they'll put kind of like this tinted kind of exhibition window with like kind of a sketch of what they're trying to theme, whether it be like a space rover or an underwater rover. I like they kept this just simple, clean, and open so you can really see it. And I think this one here, to me, looks like, I can't speak 100%, but it looks like a Miyota. But I can't confirm or deny that at this point. But generally, my experience with Nubeo on their automatics, they're generally using Miyotas and the NH series movement. So very cool. 20mm case thickness, nice, thick, chunky. Got that helium release valve on the side. Just a big, bright tank of a watch. I absolutely love it. It's fun. Now, let me give you guys my story on what I did with this. One thing I worry about when it comes to silicone straps, and I don't want to plant any seeds of doubt in anybody's head. I've had many watches with silicone straps that are well over 5 years old. I've had no issues. I've had a Sterling watch that completely disintegrated. I've heard folks with Invictus have this problem. I just don't know how long silicone lasts, because materials like this do have a tendency at some point to dry out. I don't know. I would look up online if you do make a purchase on these, and I should start to do this myself as well, is start to maybe lube up these straps, right? I don't know. I'm sure there's something you can put on silicone to help preserve it and keep it from drying out. I think that's going to be the biggest killer in why a strap like this might fail. Is due to drying out, right? So maybe you could put on some kind of like arm roll or something. Don't get it too slicked up with the KY jelly, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you just kind of look into that a little bit. How to maintain silicone. I hate to have somebody buy this and then, you know, 10 years down the road it failed. Now, with that being said, one thing I always like to do with watches is find out what the lug width is, right? And so this one here is 30 millimeter, but I don't think it measures 30 millimeter at the lugs. I think it's closer to like a 20, yeah, it looks like a 24. So the good news is that, let's just say you buy a silicone strap watch, whether it's by this company or another company, always check to see what the lug width is. Invicta is kind of something I shy away from when it comes to their silicone strap watches, because a lot of times they have huge straps on their watches, and it becomes very difficult to find if this was a 30 millimeter strap for replacement should it fail. With something at 20 to 24 readily available on sites like AliExpress, DHgate, Amazon, you can find them. Not saying you can't find the larger straps, it's just more difficult. There are some Invictas that have like 32 millimeter lug-to-lug straps, and you're going to have to get something custom made, very difficult to find. Now, one thing I did the other day was I wanted to see what this looked like underneath the strap. See these kind of like what I call them like fingers, these protrusions? I thought that was just part of the strap that covers the case, and if you took this off, this was just metal. It's not, and I'm not going to do it again. These are actually grooves in the case, and this bracelet or this band is proprietary to this watch. So if by some chance maybe nothing's failed, you want to change up the look of the watch, you are going to have grooves in the case here. So it's going to change the whole look of the watch. What I did is I took the band off, and just to verify that on the last model that I had, and unfortunately I could not get it back on. I don't know if I had a defective watch or what the case was, but it was, you know, this is why it's great that I'm honest with these companies and honest with you guys too, because I told them, I said, yeah, this is not good for somebody who wants to change the band, even if nothing's failed and they still want to kind of customize it and they're not worried about seeing those grooves, change up the look of the watch. Who knows what they want to put on here? A leather strap, you know, who knows? But I could not get it back on. And so I thought that maybe by shimming or carving out a little bit with an X-Acto on the back of this kind of, there's a piece of plastic embedded in the strap to keep it from wearing out. I thought by shaving that a little bit, I'd be able to get a little more tolerance to get the push pins back in. And unfortunately, I slipped. I cut my finger, and I took a chunk out of the band. So Nubeo was nice enough to say, hey, you know, no big deal. We'll just, because they'll just put a different strap on it. You know what I mean? But I had to delay the review. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you are buying something, I want to make sure that if you buy this, buy it because you genuinely like the way it looks like this, and you're not going to customize it, and only customize or remove the strap if you have a problem down the road. Again, I might have just had a bad one. Not sure, maybe a bad push pin, but I'm not going to mess with it again. But very cool watch. So what else do you get? You get the helium release valve. Again, you have a screw down crown, but you do have a non-screw down internal rotating bezel, which I love when they do this. I saw some YouTuber the other day talking about this and saying he's like, oh, I'm so tired of seeing this. It's like, I totally dig the inner rotating bezel. It's pretty amazing that they can produce something like this, and the precision and machining it takes to make something like that work. Only thing is, it's not a screw down function pusher, we'll call it, to rotate that bezel. It's just a standard, not push pull. It's just there. So I never understood the point of putting a screw down crown with something like that, because you're not really increasing your water resistance. You're limited to this particular, we'll call it, function pusher. So there's really no point in putting a screw down crown on this. But it's cool they put it on. It's not like, you know, I'm not nitpicking it. It's not a deal breaker. It has it, no big deal. But it's an incredible piece, and definitely something that's sure to get noticed. Let me throw it on the wrist here. Let me pop off this Duxo, which I'll review at a later date. Great looking piece as well. And I definitely, this is just a big one, man. This is like what I consider like a fun summer watch. And again, you can wear your watches, oh my God, whenever you want. Now, I keep beating the horse to death. I want Nubeo to start doing some pinks. They don't have They have all kinds of colors, and I would really like to see them start doing some pink and whites, pink and blacks, some like lighter pinks, some magentas, some real shocking pinks. I think it would just really picture this one like with a black and pink. It would just be really outstanding. But this is definitely, again, this watch is not going to be for everybody. It is a loud, very flamboyant, flashy watch, but it is a cool piece, and I'm really glad I got this color combination. You know, again, if you have a lot of watches in your collection, and you know you have a lot of silver and black and different colors, it's really nice to add something very unique and different. And this one here definitely checks that box for me. It's big, it's bold. You get that dome sapphire crystal. Just a very loud, fun, obnoxious watch. It really is. Price point of this right now is on sale. They do have their 50% off Valentine's Day sale. They have it listed for $650. Let me go ahead and add it to the cart and see what price we get here when I go to check out, because they don't clearly list that on their site. All right, so it looks like that is the 50% off coupon code for $650. Let me see if my coupon code works on top of that. And this is something I tell people all the time. Make sure if you are going to make a purchase that you try my coupon code. And I'm sorry, I always forget what it is here. I gotta look it up again. I put it in the description of every video, but it is that right? I think it's FATCAT15. I need to tell them to change the coupon. Well, then I had to change all my videos, but it'd be nice if it was one coupon code for all Dartmouth brands. So FATCAT15 is not valid on this one, and it just kind of depends. It's hit or miss. Sometimes my coupon code is valid even with sales, and sometimes it's not. So just kind of keep that in mind. As far as the price points on the other models, it looks like they're all on sale for $650. You know, I don't know if these are going to go on sale more. I know right now, it seems like Nubeo, what they do is they'll put one watch on sale for like in the 2s and 3s, and then that's kind of the only one they have on sale, and then they raise the price back up, and you just got to kind of catch them when they're on sale. So just kind of keep that in mind. And always, no matter what, even if I tell you the coupon code doesn't work, always try using the coupon code, because I have seen it work on top of some insane sales here. So just kind of keep that in mind. But if I can help it anyway, let me know. Drop me a comment or drop me an email. As always, I want to thank Nubeo for their generosity in sending this watch out, the Fat Cat Collections. And stay tuned for more, guys. Take care.